Prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Lying down on the back in Shavasana, legs are hip width apart, with all tension released from the legs and the feet. Arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing up. There's balance between the left and the right side of the body. The head and neck are aligned with the spine. You may like to tuck in your chin a little just to check for that alignment. And the eyes and the mouth are lightly closed. And ensure that you are comfortable and steady and warm if you're in a cool climate, because as you begin to relax, the body temperature will drop and it's best not to move throughout the practice. Take a long, deep inhalation now through the nose, a big abdominal breath in and into the chest, and then release the breath. And as you do, allow the body to melt into the floor. And again, another long, deep inhalation. This time, when you exhale, separate yourself from the events of the day, all the conversations, everything that's happening, any thoughts of things you need to do outside of this practice, let them all go with the exhalation. There's nothing else you need to do right at this moment. And one more time, another long, deep inhalation. And when you exhale, release any remaining tension in the body, paying careful attention to the jaw, the back of the eyes, releasing all the tension there, and also releasing any expression on the face. And returning to the natural breath. And feel the body's contact now against the floor. Feel the heels against the floor. Feel the contact of the back of the legs and the buttocks against the floor. Observe the contact of the back of the hands and the arms against the floor. And also notice the contact of the back against the floor and the slight pressure of each vertebrae. Feel the shoulders against the floor, the back of the neck and head against the floor. And then collectively, observe how all of these different points of contact really create just one singular point of contact between the body and the floor. Become aware now of sounds. Listen first for sounds that are far off in the distance without trying to name them or identify them. Just move the awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. Bring the sound awareness a little closer now to sounds just outside the room where you are. Again, moving the awareness from sound to sound. Moving the sound awareness closer still to be inside the room where you are. And now bring the sound awareness to the sounds and sensations inside the body. First focusing on the heartbeat. And bring the sound awareness now to focus on the natural breath and feel the sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. We'll now rotate the awareness around the body. Listen to my instructions. When I say the name of a part, place your awareness there and visualize that part. We'll begin with the right side of the body with the right hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, and heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, and heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body with the heels, the back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. Moving now around to the face with the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the cheeks, the lips, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. And take a few moments now to return the awareness back to the natural breath and observe how subtle the natural breath has become, and observe the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural breath. And we'll now add a visualization to the natural breath in the following way. Visualize that on the inhalation, you are breathing through the soles of the feet, right up through the body to the top of the head. And as you do this, visualize golden, healing, loving light spreading from the soles of the feet right up through the top of the head. And on the exhalation, you're exhaling from the top of the head right out through the soles of the feet, and you're letting go of anything that does not serve you, any worries or concerns, any pain, anything that you need to let go of. Let it go out of the soles of your feet on the exhalation. And if the mind wanders, remember to use the breath like an anchor and bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now, and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body is feeling colder and colder. The body feels like it's outside on an icy winter's evening. The cool wind cuts through your clothes and makes you shudder. Your face becomes numb. Your eyes water from the sting of the cold. Your body's feeling colder and colder, like it's outside on an icy winter's evening. Release this feeling of cold now. Replace it instead with a feeling of heat. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels like it's lying out on the sand at the beach on a warm summer's day. You can feel the warmth of your skin under the sun and the sun on your face. The body's feeling warmer and warmer, like it's lying on the sand at the beach on a warm summer's day. Release this feeling of heat now. Replace it instead with a feeling of heaviness. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels so heavy that it feels like it's made out of lead. Its heaviness presses against the floor. It feels so heavy, it feels like it may even fall through the floor. The body's feeling heavier and heavier. It feels like it's made out of lead, it's so heavy. Release the feeling of heaviness now. Replace it now with a feeling of lightness. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. It feels so light, it feels like it's barely touching the floor. It feels so light, it feels like a cloud drifting along the sky. It feels so light that it feels like it may just drift away, float away at any moment. The body's feeling lighter and lighter that it feels like it's barely touching the floor. Release this feeling of lightness now and release all of these sensations completely. Allow the body to come back to a state of equilibrium, back to its normal state. And instead now, come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize and create the following objects and images. You are standing on the beach at sunrise. It feels like you're the only one there. All you can hear is a few birds murmuring in the trees as they begin to wait for the day, and the sound of the waves gently lapping against the shore. You feel the sand beneath your bare feet. It's still a little warm from the day that had passed, but it's still quite dark. You can just begin to see a tiny little line of light on the horizon. And on the beach, you decide to walk up to the water and allow the water to lap against your ankles. And it feels cool to the touch, cool against the skin on your ankles. But your body becomes to feel quite natural in the water, becomes acclimatized to the temperature. And so you move in a little more and a little more. And as you're doing this, as you keep moving further into the water gently, the light on the horizon begins to grow, and soon you see beautiful pink and purple clouds as The sun is beginning to rise. It's not visible yet, but you know it's there as the sky begins to change. And because the water is not overly rough, it's quite gentle, you decide to float on your back. So floating on the back, on the very still waves, the still water, you feel completely weightless and free, but also supported and held by the water. And you open your eyes and you can see the sky. There's a crescent moon at one edge of your vision, and on the other you see the light starting to come up from the horizon. And at this moment, you just feel so connected to nature, to the universe, and to everything around you. You feel free and you feel loved in this moment. And then you decide to roll over and dive underneath the water, and you feel like you are cleansed, like all of the worries of the day before have just washed away from your mind and your spirit. And then you come back up onto the shore and turn back around to face the horizon as the new day sun pokes a beam over the edge of the horizon and reaches you, and it feels like this beam of light is actually hitting you and connecting with you in your heart space. And again, that feeling of connection just grows and grows. And keeping this feeling, it's time now to leave the beach and come back to your mat. And on your mat, mentally repeat your Sankalpa from the beginning of the practice 3 times now. And begin to feel the breath again in your body. Allow the breath to deepen a little and observe the movement it creates. Observe how on the inhalation it gently moves the back against the floor. And check in with your body now and your mind and observe how you're feeling at this very moment. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. Begin to remember the details of the room that you are in, the color of the walls, the color of the floor, the color of your mat and coverings. Begin to hear the sounds around you and remember the world attached to those sounds. And remember the time of day. Begin to make small movements with the fingers and the toes as you gently allow yourself to externalize. And begin to move and stretch in a way that's right for you. You may like to raise the arms above the head for a full body stretch, or bring the knees to the chest to ease the lower back. Whatever you need to do right now, please do that. And when it's right for you, roll onto the right side for a few moments. And then keeping the eyes closed or downcast, very mindfully come up into a comfortable sitting position trying to maintain the peaceful state that you've created. So in a comfortable sitting position, with the eyes closed, bring the awareness to the heart space. And in this space, visualize a steady candle flame. And visualize the glow of that flame reaching every cell of the body and every part of the mind and the spirit, illuminating you in every facet. And holding on to this visualization now, we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude the practice. Breathing in for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.